Hello. I know it's been a while. I haven't been in this space. So if you're new, welcome to Follow Your Own Path. This is a little space that I created to share the lessons that I learned throughout my journey here on earth as a soul, living as a human being, just like anyone else. And I have a lot of things lately that I want to share, and I don't know, not sure the timing because it never seems like a good time. But I decided to just fuck it and start recording and see what happens. Normally, I do have like a script or like a guide more so to be mainly because of my English, because I'm and also because I just go through tangents and basically to keep me on track. But we're gonna try this today. And so the first thing that's on my mind is the multiple genocides going on Earth at the moment. Whether I want it or not, it's always there in my mind. I cannot go back to just living my normal life knowing that that's what's going on. So I've forced myself to research everything that I buy, where I buy it from. I try to buy local as much as possible. And I'm thinking a lot about how we could, as a society, transition to a better lifestyle that doesn't hurt and kill other people, you know? I've also been very mindful of how I use my social media. I think of it as switching on a light in a very dark room with a lot of rotten shit, and by lighting that light, the the shit gets healed or at least seen for people to take their part and clean it up. Of course, there's people that are never gonna even see it or do anything about it, but at least I am doing my part. At the same time, I don't think it's healthy for anyone to continuously talk about this and nothing else. Like mentally, you must be exhausted, no? I am exhausted and I try to not only focus on that, but at the same time, I can't just go back to memes for fancies or and laughs. Like I can't do that. So I'm finding the balance within myself. But I still think that it's important to post about it, to boycott the specific companies that fund genocide, and do all the protesting that you can and like be proactive about it. Of course, I think it's important. But I think it's equally important to make a plan so that this doesn't just end here, so that this movement and this change can actually make an impact in our future as humanity. I think it can really lead to a lot if we are willing to do the work, or for those of us that are willing to do the work. Another thing that's been on my mind is the amount of people that I am letting go. They're not willing to do the work that I'm doing, and that's fine. But that means that our path is no longer gonna be together. Whether you are a friend, family, partner, whatever, even jobs, like I can't go back. It's like I can't unsee the shit that's going on. It used to be newspapers or the TV that told us what was going on. But now that we have cell phones, that we have mobile phones that show us what people are experiencing firsthand, like from a first person point of view, now you're looking another way. How can you turn your back to those people that are choosing to share with you that part of their lives? this world that is so technological and so advanced, quote unquote, that we can get coverage on what's going on in the other side of the world, yet we cannot connect on a human basis.
And so this leads me to share with you that
A few months ago, I discovered a Mexican artist who also does YouTube videos and podcasts. She's called Lorena Barrera. Her channel is called The Philosophical Witch in Spanish, the La Bruja Filosófica. The best way I can describe what this knowledge did for me is that I had all my spiritual knowledge in a box, and then she helped me put it into a bookcase with shelves and in alphabetical order. She has a lot of videos on her YouTube channel, but the playlist that helped me the most was the one about Anthroposophy. It's a spiritual philosophy. Um, the main founders are Elena Blavatsky and Rudolf Steiner. And the reason why I find it so fascinating and interesting and I want to share it, it's because it's very inclusive of all the different cultural aspects from different spiritual practices all around the world. Today I'm trying to do like a summary of the whole philosophy, but I think I want to do episodes Lorena's order because it really helped me figure things out. But for now, what this philosophy says is that in this cosmovision, there are seven spheres or seven dimensions or the seven planets or the seven chakras. So the middle one is Earth, that's where we are. So the three before that are Saturn, the Sun, the Moon, and then going up it's Jupiter, Venus, and Vulcan. If you see it in a chronological way, we start from Saturn, Sun, and the Moon. Well, Saturn is also time, so like Chronos. Then the Sun, and then the Moon, the masculine and the feminine. It is also said in this philosophy that we had Lemuria and then Atlantis, and now we are, some people say we're still post Atlantis, some people just say that we are in a different era completely. Either way, if we look at the spheres like the chakras, this philosophy, what it tries to teach us is to go through the first three chakras, then reach the heart, continue elevating through the next three chakras, and then go back to your heart chakra, and then put your light or your energy into service for humanity. Then there's also this concept of turning positive or turning negative. So each of these, like everything in this life has polarity, right? That comes from the universal laws. And also there is feminine and masculine in everything. And the purpose of us being here is to balance all those energies so that, again, your light can shine through and be in service to humanity. There is another sphere that I've seen a few people talk about or like touch on it. It's called the eighth sphere, and it's basically transhumanism. If you don't know what it is, it's basically that human and machine will eventually become one, and it paints a very dystopic, in my opinion, era, world in which humans are very disconnected from Earth and from nature, and basically the Matrix. Like, that's the plot of the Matrix. But if you look at the world today, you see Bill Gates, Musk, Zuckerberg. Also, maybe I get a bit of hate because of this, but science now being a whole religion. Yeah, like that's the eighth sphere. that's transhumanism, and it's taken the soul out of us. And these wars that we've been talking about, I think that is why it's happening, because you cannot have indigenous people telling you how to heal yourself, how to ascend, how to meditate, how to be in touch with the land, and also having the medical complex and science telling you that you don't need any of that shit. You know what I mean? So this is what a lot of people are talking about, like new earth and old earth. That's a different way of saying this same thing. So that's why I was also saying that I am focused right now on deconstructing myself and the ways I've been thinking, so that I can continue to build, together with other people with the same mindset, a new world where everyone is included, and where we are still in touch with Mother Earth and our humanity. I will definitely do episodes about this, but I just wanted to give you like a little preview, a little summary. And yeah, I thank you for listening, and I will talk to you soon.